Chapter 20 is about budgeting. Now, budgeting is, um, you know, kind of get the idea of what budgeting is just from normal, life experiences. You have to look at what things are going to cost you, and look at what you expect to make in revenue, in order to know if you can cover your bills every month. Companies do the same thing, to know what they can afford to spend money on. Um, so in this chapter, we're going to look at how companies budget, how manufacturing companies specifically go about their budgeting process. Study objectives 1 and 2 are just about reading about the benefits of budgeting, essentials of effective budgeting. So read through some of this stuff. Some of that will be multiple choice questions. Um, uh, Kind of the hierarchy or the organizational structure of a company would kind of look a little bit like this, with different levels of management, and certain managers reporting to other managers, and budgeting gets to be really important in this structure, because certain people, manager is going to be responsible for these lower departments, and so these managers are going to have to prepare and then meet expected budget results, in order to please the manager above them. So we're going to get into kind of how all that process works between this chapter and chapter 21. And we'll kind of look at budgeting, and then what do you do with budget results after the fact. So chapter 20 is first about budgeting. 21 is about how do you handle results. Budgeting and long range planning. And then study objective 3 is talking about the master budget. This is the big picture idea for the set of budgets that a company will have to prepare, in order to get a really good grasp on how it expects to operate, both from a sales and from a cost perspective. The master budget is comprised of two different categories. The operating budgets are all of the budgets getting at sales and then manufacturing of well, not just manufacturing. It's really kind of like just the budgeted income statement, really. Sales, and then all your costs are going to be looked at in these budgets, and then we'll come up with a budgeted income statement down at the end. The financial budgets are all basically cash based, and they're getting at, based on these operating budgets, what are we going to have in cash, and what can we afford to spend that excess cash, or how much excess cash can we afford to expend on buying new machines or buildings or whatever, or investments. So we're going to spend the next study objectives talking about how to prepare these different budgets.